This is a demo of the My Client Cases for Annual Evaluation in the Early Intervention Provider Portal. This demo is completed in a staging environment and therefore no PII or PHI is displayed. From the Home tab, I'm going to go to the More option and use the down caret to select My Client Cases for Evaluation. I now see all of the client cases that are assigned to me for evaluation. In this instance, I am logged in as a company owner, so I see cases that are assigned to me and cases that are assigned to providers within my company. I can search by the client name or the case ID, which is this number here. You can search active cases, filter to active cases, closed cases, or all cases. Best bet is to be on all cases or active cases. There's no reason why a annual evaluation would be completed for a closed case. We have the client case ID, client name, the date the annual is due, information that the service coordinator entered on the annual evaluation assignment. It has relevant details that the providers might need to know, the evaluation date and start time. It also has the information about provider 1 and provider 2. It has the domains that are to be evaluated if that has been set by the service coordinator. It also has the contact information for both providers in the event they need to contact each other. Again, this is staging, so this is not a valid phone number or email for anyone. It has the early intervention broker that the case is assigned to, the child's date of birth, a hyperlink for the IFSP. This will pull up a PDF version of the most recent IFSP attached to this child's case. And because this is staging, oh, okay, this is a periodic review. The date is a little outdated, but we can see all of that information. You have an add services button, the status. This is the status of the case. We have the case details, which will bring providers to the case information on this child's EI case. Again, disregard this child's date of birth. Again, this is staging, so the details are a little aren't exact. I have the ability to view files. This is viewing anything that's attached to the child's case by the service coordinator. I have this view button, which will of course open them in a PDF. I have annual eval, and I have this blue button for launch, annual eval, annual screening record, and then a column that indicates if a child is Medicaid enrolled. I'm going to go ahead and launch the annual screening record. It's asking me if I want to do the latest screening or create a new screening. In this example, I am the first provider completing the evaluation, so I'm going to select new. If I were the second provider completing the evaluation, I would select latest annual screening record, and that would bring me to the screening record that was already started by the first evaluator. But in this example, I'm going to select new. This takes a moment to load. You'll see this short little screen first, and then it'll pop up into a larger window. You have some information across the top, and the first thing you're going to want to do is enter the evaluation date. This is the date the evaluation started. In this example, the medical information is not completely filled out, but anything that was in the IFSP previously will fill out for important contact information, medical, growth, and nutrition, dental, vision, and hearing, which you would most likely override with the new hearing and vision results. And then everything below this methods and procedures used is going to be blank because this is where you document all of the evaluation results. I can select one option at a time and move it over, or I can use my Shift key to move all relevant selections. There should be 4 items in selected: parent interview about the child's history, observation of the child, evaluation instruments, and in this example, no pertinent medical records. The other option would be review of pertinent medical records. I'm going to select the evaluation tool. I'm going to just move that one over manually because I'm only using one. There are tools in this list that are not approved for evaluation, but they are approved for assessment, so they will remain in this list. Now I have 5 fields for each developmental domain. For adaptive, I have my range of delay, which is within age expectations, 25 to 32%, 33 to 50, greater than 50, or informed opinion. I'm going to select within age expectations. I'm just going to make up how old this child is. I have my developmental mid and my developmental max. And then I'm just going to type evaluation results here, as this is testing. Now I also have a new field for adaptive evaluator assessor. So I'm going to look up the name of the person I'm logged in as, and I'm going to select their name. We have this pipeline, and on the other side of the pipe is all of the disciplines that this provider has selected in their My Professional Information tab. I'm just going to put evaluation results into all 5 qualitative information results summary. I'm going to select a 25% delay for this one and a 25 to 32 for this one. And if my math isn't right, that's okay. If there was another evaluator, we'll just pick Lisa Himes because she's at the top of the list. I'll pick Sarah Beth again. I'm going to select within normal limits, developmental min and max. And physical, I'll select within age expectations. Sorry, I misspoke a minute ago. And I'll just pick Lisa Himes again because she's at the top of the list. You can enter any comments about the evaluation. So, Mother Emily participated via Zoom. Or if an interpreter was used, you can enter that here. And excuse my typos. Then I need to enter the date of eligibility determination. In this example, I'm going to pick the same day as the evaluation because both of my providers completed the evaluation together. But if the evaluation is completed on 2 separate dates, the date of eligibility determination would be the date the evaluation is completed. Now, the boxes for not eligible or eligible will check automatically based on what has been selected in the range of delay. So in this example, we have cognitive and communication at 25 to 32%. So it marked this child as eligible due to a significant delay, 25% or greater in 2 or more domains of cognitive and communication. If any domain had been 33% or greater, it would be selected up here. Informed opinion, or if the child was found not eligible, it would be up here. I'm going to just go ahead and save this record. And now I scroll back to the top and I see I have another save button up here and I have a button for submit and complete. When the evaluation is completed and ready for the service coordinator, the final evaluator will click the submit and complete button. This saves the entire record and notifies the service coordinator that the annual evaluation results are ready. Once I click the submit and complete button, it is grayed out. As the provider, I do have the ability to preview this as a PDF if I wanted to do so. And I could download and save this for my records if I so choose to. It will only be the evaluation results as entered. And again, this is just a demo on the functionality, not how to write a thorough evaluation report. So I can go ahead and close this. Now, the next option would be to add billing. So in the event I enter my own billing, I have the ability to add services. I can't add services for July 2nd or for July 2nd, the date of the evaluation, because that's a future date. So I'll just do it for today. I have the option for EI annual evaluation or EI annual evaluation no show. I'm going to pick EI annual evaluation and I'm going to click the number of units and the description. So in this example, I just have eval, cognitive communication, social emotional domains. There's no ability to enter the rate because the rate is $32.50 per unit. The exact amount of units is important because this is how you calculate those units up or down. And so I'm going to select save. If I want to see, so I got a record saved successfully box, but under view transactions, I can see here's my annual. I do have the ability to edit it. However, I can only edit the number of units. Let's say this was a no-show instead. So I'm going to select a date. Again, I'll select yesterday in this instance. Annual evaluation. I'm going to type in 2 and save. So it saves this. However, if I go view my transactions and I go to edit my no-show, you will see that the system automatically adjusted the units down to 1, as only 1 unit is billable for EI annual eval no-show. I'm just going to click the save button real quick. And that is a demo of the provider portal functionality for annual evaluations. Again, my client cases for annual evaluations. If it's not in your main menu, it will be under your More tab. Please reach out to the EI Data team if you have any questions. Thank you.